Okay, welcome back to another video, and as you can see there's another package in the mail which is full, for the most part, of Super Famicom games, although there are a few exceptions. So what I was going to do is, recently I've been picking up quite a few Super Famicom titles, and I don't always do gameplays of games that I haven't really played very much, or at all. In a lot of cases these are games that I've never played before. So what I was going to do here is to try and batch them up a little bit and just do these new games as they arrive, instead of playing them for a few weeks or a few months, just so I can get a bit of a routine of doing these. So I'll start with these three. These are the Rockman or Mega Man series on the Super Famicom. So there's Rockman 7, which is the follow-up to Rockman 6, which is a bit obvious, but Rockman 6 was a NES game. So there's Rockman X, which is the first Rockman game on the Super Famicom, or Mega Man game on the Super Nintendo, and Mega Man X2. So I've never really played a Mega Man game before. I've seen lots of videos of them, and I thought it would be a good idea to, finally get a chance to play some and buy some of these games. So I got the Japanese imports mainly because they were cheaper than the PAL versions, and in the case of Rockman 7 I don't think there is a PAL version of it. So yeah, looking forward to playing these, so on to the gameplays. Okay, let's start with Rockman 7, which as far as the series is concerned is the first of the three games. So it's really the last one in the original Mega Man series on the NES. I think there was one more after this. It was Mega Man and Bass. I was going to say bass, but that's a fish. Yeah, that came out on the Game Boy Advance too. But this one, I never saw this in the UK. I assume it's a Japanese exclusive. But visually, it's not really what I expected, because I've never really played a Mega Man game before. I've seen videos. Bob the Builder. Yeah, that's a bit weird. Yeah, I've never really played a Mega Man game before, and I saw this one and it looked a bit of an oddity because it's graphically not like the originals, but it's not really like the X games from what I've seen of them, which is a bit unusual. But it's so bizarre that Capcom do this. They go back to the original series, so they did this one, and then later they did the Mega Man, what would it have been, was it 8 and 9? That looked like the original games. They were, deliberately NES style retro, whereas this looks like a Super Nintendo game, and a pretty good one because it's quite late. 95, 96 I think this came out. There's a lot of opening text and cutscenes and things, which is quite surprising for like a platformer game. I thought this was a bit more direct, but I guess not. The Mega Man games might be more cinematic than I thought. I think that guy's Wily, if I remember right, from what I've read. As I say, I've never played these before, so I'm not sure what to expect. Right, okay, we're off. Okay, so what are the controls? You can't duck, you can't fire any other direction than forward. I'm really impressed with the colour depth on this, because it looks, it looks as good as the ones that I've seen on the Mega Man X games on the PlayStation. With big boss sprites. Yeah, Mega Man's a bit of an odd series for me, because I've always wanted to play them, and I've seen lots of YouTube videos, and I'm thinking I really want to play these games. But there was a compilation that came out on the PS2, and did it come out on the Wii? It was a Mega Man Anniversary Collection, and that never came out in the UK, only ever came out in the US and Japan. Okay, I think this guy's Bass, that you get to play as on the sequel to this Like a Game Boy Advance game. Yeah, I'm not sure what he's saying. There's too much kanji symbols, or too many kanji symbols that I'm not familiar with. Oh, right, okay. It's a bit of a complex password. Now, which one do I want to go for? Yeah, from what I understand, the Mega Man games let you do levels in any order you want. So I assume there's more than 4. Nice. Ooh, that's nice. Snow level. And the colour depth on this is way better than what you get on a Mega Drive, and I think this is a really good showcase of what the SNES is good at. You know, fairly big sprites, games that don't play too fast, not too many sprites on the screen, but what is there looks really nice. Oh dear. I'm thinking back to Tony's video on Mega Man 4 and how hard that looked. I think this might be a little bit easier, but you've probably got some fairly difficult jumping. You've got to shoot that in the back, I gather, which isn't very nice. Get up! Get up! Can't duck. I don't get why they've got these bizarre mechanics in it, and I don't know, we'll see with the X series whether those limitations have been, ooh, slow down, whether those limitations have been, I'll say fixed, changed rather. Ugh. Yeah, it's just bizarre. I'll give this one more go and then I'll switch to the next game. Yeah, not being able to duck or fire in any other direction is just really weird. I gather Capcom were going for a game style that was like the original, but graphically looked a lot better, which, you know, you can understand. This is where you really need an auto-fire. Come on. Come on. Oh, running away works quite well. Oh, that was easier. Oh. How do you... Oh. That's more health. Ah, bugger. Right, I'll leave it there. I'll now put Mega Man X on. Okay, this is Rockman X, or Mega Man X rather. This one did come out in the UK. So this is meant to be the second series that came out on the Super Nintendo, and yeah, graphically, this looks quite different than Rockman 7. The sprites look a lot smaller. But, I don't know, the game feels a bit more, it's a bit faster. Yeah, I don't know whether Rockman X is meant to be considered an oddity, because it doesn't look like this. It doesn't look like the originals. I remember seeing this back in the day, and it was really expensive in the UK. I don't know why it held its value. I mean, brand new, it was probably 60 quid like most Super Nintendo games, but it seemed to be, well, I wouldn't say 60 quid, but it was a lot of money in shops for, you know, long into the Nintendo, sort of the Super Nintendo's lifespan. Am I meant to fall down there? Oh, I can't get that power up. Oh, okay, he climbs. Don't know whether you could do that in the other game. I gather I don't want to go down there. But yeah, this is really smooth. I still can't shoot in any other direction, and you can't duck. Go on. Giant robot bee thing. Oh, that was a bit harsh. These things collapse, but at least you can jump up the walls, so it's probably not that bad, unless you fall without moving. Yeah, this is really smooth. It seems a lot smoother than the last game. There's not a lot of, almost like not really a lot of complexity in the levels. They're really quite simple, they're just blocks. Maybe it's just simple because it's the opening level. Hey! Oh, slow down. And it's interlacing because I'm playing this on a flat screen rather than a CRT. Can I get on there? Yes, I can. What do you have to do on this? Ah! Can you bring those? Is there a button? Press. Nope. Nope, you can't interact with those. I gather you've just got to keep hitting these. Ah, here we go. Huh, looks a bit like Boba Fett, but purple. Oh dear. Eat this. This is probably a really stupid thing to do. I don't know if he can damage you unless he touches you. Oh, okay. It's a cutscene. He really does look like Boba Fett. Take a swig of coffee. Who's this? Is this base? I can't remember. Or is this the guy from Mega Man? Is it Zero? The one that was on... Yeah, I think this might be Zero. This is the series on the Game Boy Advance, if I remember correctly. Yeah, bizarrely I bought the game on the DS, the follow-up series to this. I've never played it, which I really should, because it's meant to be one of those Metroidvania style games. Right, okay, we get a level select here. I'll do a nice level again, just to be consistent. Okay, that must be the boss. Icy Penguigoo. Okay, nice background. Okay, and vicious, vicious enemies. Yeah, again, it's quite a simple level layout. I was thinking, you know, more kind of platformer sections, like ladders and things like that. Oh, maybe it's getting into that. I don't know what these things are. Oh, that's health. I don't know what that is. Do you get more weapons? Because if you press start, yeah, shows the weapons. Maybe you can get more. Unless you can get power-ups that let you do other abilities like double jump or something. It's really quite hard. Ah. Okay, so I gather we've got to do lots of these pixel perfect jumps. It's almost like you've got to jump after the platform. Okay, more story, more kanji, and hiragana. Actually, there's not that much kanji in there. What does this do? Power you up? Heal you? Oh! Okay, so if you double tap, he does that, or if you press A, he does that as well. Oh, cool. So you get more abilities. Yeah, it doesn't say on there. Oh, do these... Yes, they're respawning. Yes, I need some more health. Thank you very much. Oh, my poor thumb. What's this? Oh. Oh, cool. Yeah, this really does look nice. Ah! Okay, on to the last game. So this is Rockman X2. And this one's got an enhancement chip in. Can't recall whether it's a DSP or whether it's a custom chip. But this chip is used for the bosses. They're meant to use like wireframe polygon graphics. So I don't know if it's all the bosses or just some. Maybe we'll get to see one, maybe not. Yeah, this feels exactly the same as the last game, but you can dash straight away. I don't know, maybe you could do that on the last game, but I don't think you could. I'm sure I'll press that button. Yeah, I think this is a little bit more detailed than the first Mega Man X game. Because I know these kept coming out on the PlayStation. It was 3 onwards, and visually, I looked at the screenshots. There didn't appear to be that much difference between them. Okay, it's probably what I was expecting, more platformer style ladders and hard jumps. I want to get squashed. Yeah, the third game came out on the Super Nintendo, the Saturn, and the PlayStation. Bizarrely, I remember at the time, the Saturn game had these huge borders on it. I could never quite figure that out, because the Saturn was meant to be a lot stronger than the PlayStation, at least for 2D. So I don't know why. Maybe it was just, you know, lack of experience with the hardware, which I find quite bizarre from Capcom, because they did some really good fighting games. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think the enhancement chip's being used for this boss. Unless it's being used for the circles, but I don't think so. Like the circles of his body, which are just flat shaded. Maybe. Shoot the head. That boss is really quite impressive. Okay, he's got more health than me. Just keep spamming him. Yeah. I am enjoying this more than the first Mega Man X. Okay, so this will be the level select screen. I would assume. Nope. It's more story. Skip past all this. I like how the enemies are greyed out. That's the password screen. Okay. Volcano, Central Computer Stage, Crystal Mine, Desert. Is there no ice stage on this? I'll do the first one. Yeah. I might have a bit more of a chance at getting further on this now. Wait for the camera to focus. It's like being at the cinema, where the projector has to focus on the copyright screen at the beginning. Or is it the age acknowledgement or something like that? Anyway, the certification you get. Can I destroy that? Should I destroy that? Oh, didn't do anything. It's weird, it's got this like heat haze on everything. Not just it wobbling in the background, but apart from Mega Man, everything... Oh, there we go, it's gone. Everything looks really kind of light coloured, foggy. Ah, okay, there's a wind effect, which makes jumping a little bit harder. So if I go left, it's easy, but going right's hard. It's this wind and rain. Ah, okay, you obviously can't land on spikes. Okay, give this another go. Yeah, that effect has started. I don't think destroying those does anything. Oh, maybe I should have destroyed those. Ah, okay, dashing doesn't do anything. At least nothing offensive. Yeah. I wonder if these games came out on a compilation on the PSP or Vita or 3DS. I haven't seen that. I think these would be really good to play on the train. Like when you're out. Okay, I'll give it one more go. So you've obviously got to shoot as fast as you can. Does this stop? No, it doesn't stop the weather. Ah, no, I think I'll call it quits there. Yeah, so I've looked at Mega Man 7, or rather Rockman 7, Rockman X and Rockman X2, and I think out of all of them I prefer this one. So yeah, I have to see if I can get hold of Rockman X3 at some point and the PlayStation games. Or a compilation, if I can get hold of it on a machine that I've got access to. So thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll be doing a few more of these Japanese imports soon.